Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Today I'm giving you guys a Xenoverse 2 video. It's been a little bit since I covered the game, but I'm going to collectively put a lot of things we've learned in the last week or so and the last few days into this one big video, I guess. News about what is going to be happening with the beta whenever that occurs. Some of the new features in the game, new quests, and other things like that. So one of the first things I'd really like to touch upon is very quickly is this beta it looks like it might only be PS4, which is very disheartening. You know, it really is upsetting a little bit. Fortunately, I have a brother that has a PS4 that I'm sure I could play the beta on. Hopefully it is not only PlayStation exclusive. There's this whole debacle on if it's digital only, like if you pre-order the game digitally, that's a long way to get the beta. Nothing is clear cut, but there is going to be a beta in some way. I guess an open beta, and there's some word about a closed beta. But everything surrounding this whole beta thing is very confusing. It really is. It's not very clear cut. So know that there's going to be a beta of some sort, an open beta and maybe a closed beta. When is it? No idea. This has been known for about a month now, I'd say, maybe more. No idea when this beta is going to occur, but it can't occur anywhere before October. I mean, it has to occur before October is what I mean to say. And even then, it should really occur in the beginning of September, because if they do it any later than that, it's more of a demo instead of a beta. They're not going to have any time to update the game or anything like that before it goes gold to be sold in your GameStops and, you know, be on the online retailers. Obviously, if they do it in October, they could still obviously start working on stuff to patch into the game, but that's not important. Other things that are important that you guys actually will give a shit about. Very recently, it was revealed that there will be you can really set the matches to be that there's not going to be a timer, so no 3-minute timers. You can disable those now, thankfully. And also in a recent Gamescom trailer about a week ago, 6v1 quests had been revealed. It's unclear exactly how these are going to work all together, but this trailer did show off 6v1 on a Great Ape NPC, and it even showed off some of what the giant Namekians would do against the Great Apes, but all it really showed was them punching at them. I hope there's some sort of like grab or grapple mechanic for the Namekians, and I really hope there's more bosses than what we've seen from Great Apes. I hope there's a giant Janemba, Harudagarn. I hope stuff like that, especially because 6v1 boss fights are really cool, but it's also a boss that we've seen before, so it's a little bit downplayed in my opinion. Also, there's going to be double the amount of parallel quests, including some returning quests from the first game. How many? We don't really know, but they are said to be a new take on them, so they're not 100% the same, I suppose, but even if they were, you still have the improved gameplay to work with. But there are in total going to be double the amount, so that would leave it with probably around 120 to 140 parallel quests, depending on if they're doubling it from what the DLC had to offer, of course, with the first game. But the first game had like 55 parallel quests, I believe was the number, and then DLC had like 10, 11, somewhere around that range. So you can definitely expect around 120 minimum, I would say, as well as, of course, there's a new system for the drops, the loot drops, how drops are obtained. It's not exactly clear. I remember hearing something a while back that it was going to be related on how well you did in the missions. It's still a little bit fuzzy. A lot of the stuff is coming from a European press release that was made a few days back. And, you know, obviously there's all sorts of different translation things you can get wrong there. But the general gist is that there is a new drop system, as well as a option for online fights, adding to the fact that you can, of course, like I mentioned, turn the time limit off. You can also have it set so it's what is called zero stat avatar mode or something like that. And what that is, apparently from what it seems, that everyone's going to have balanced stats or very similar stats, whether they're going to be dropped to 0 and make your character level 1, or something along those lines. It's not sure, but it's described to basically make the fights down to pure skill, which is something that I've been waiting for I don't know, ever since the first game came out. So I like that. I mean, it's not going to help me that much because I'm not skilled at the game, but it'd give me a better advantage, I suppose. Also, a few characters were confirmed as well. Majin Vegeta, as well as Meta Cooler, and we got some cooler gameplay as well, courtesy of Dino Rhymestyle. He has it up on his channel. I'll link that down below. Wasn't a huge fan of the way he looked in the game, to be honest. You know, this is the combat style. Maybe when I play with him, it will be a lot better. Maybe with the final form cooler as well, I'd like that. But I'll link him some cooler gameplay down below. He also has Android 16 Dodori on there as well. But I know that using the final explosion as Majin Vegeta is going to make a lot of people happy. And hopefully you can put that on your custom character. But I'm not really sure yet. So I think that's about it, guys. The one thing to really just keep track of, subscribe to Rhymestyle, subscribe to everyone that covers Xenoverse 2. Really keep track of how that beta is going to work, because that's still a gray area as I record this right now. It's very, very confusing on what's going down with that. But we'll have to see what happens in the future. If you guys have more information on that, leave a comment down below. But I was a bit confused on how that was, so just keep that in mind. But I know some of this stuff was a little bit older news. Some of this stuff might be fresh news for you guys. And if you haven't been following Xenoverse, this will all just be one big splurge on your face, I guess. That is probably the worst way to put it, but hell, it is what it is. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. I have a very big video planned for next week, so stay tuned on the channel. Dragon Ball Z topic that I think a lot of you guys will be interested in. So stay tuned to the channel. Thanks for watching, and of course, I'll catch you later.